The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with National AIDS Secretariat, today announced preparation for the 2024 World AIDS Day commemoration, set for December 7 in Tangier. This year's theme, Take the Rights Part, emphasized the importance of human rights in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Alpha Khan, Director of National AIDS Secretariat, underscores the continued global struggle to eliminate HIV and AIDS stigma and the need for concerted efforts to achieve the goal of ending AIDS by 2030.
Ending AIDS requires that we prioritize and reach everyone who is living with it at risk or affected by HIV, including men, transgender people, people who inject drugs, sex workers, and people in prison, and those in closed-door settings, as well as other partners.
Khan stressed the importance of expanding access to HIV testing and treatment while addressing the persistent issues of stigma and discrimination that hinder effective utilization of HIV service in the country. Pa Usman Ba, Program Coordinator of National AIDS Secretariat under the Ministry of Health, provided a detailed update on the current HIV and AIDS statistics.
HIV remains a major public health issue, having claimed an estimated 42 million lives to date. Since the early advent of the disease, up to date, that has claimed almost 42.3 million lives to date. And of that, currently 39.9 million people are living with HIV, 65% of which live in the African region. 9.3 million people are still not accessing life-saving treatment. And by last year, almost 630,000 people died of AIDS-related illness. And 1.3 million people around the world became newly infected with HIV. Coming down to our country, we did a national sentinel surveillance among pregnant women in 12 sites across the country. And the prevalence, although it's relatively low still, but the prevalence showed in 2023, 1.3% of our population are HIV positive. This study is done among antenatal women, and for antenatal women, they are representative of the general population, because if you had any pregnancy, there must be a male partner. So you can say 1.3%, which equates to almost over 26,000 people living with HIV and AIDS in the country.
He urged the public to show solidarity and compassion for individuals living with HIV, reinforcing the message of collective responsibility in the fight against the pandemic. Meanwhile, UNAIDS Country Director Sira Horjandao echoed the theme for this year's observance, emphasizing that with a human rights center approach and community at the forefront, the world can end AIDS as a public health threat by 2030.
The substantial progress that has been made in the HIV response is directly linked to progress in protecting human rights. In turn, progress made through the HIV response has also galvanized broader progress in realizing the right to health and strengthening health systems.
Globally, AIDS-related deaths remain a significant concern, with 630,000 deaths reported in 2023 and 1.3 million new HIV infections. In response, the Ministry of Health remains committed to expanding access to prevention, treatment, and education as part of its ongoing efforts to combat HIV and AIDS pandemic. For N24 News, I am our MCC.